Well, it's been a month since we have properly sat down and, spoken like this. How you doing? Firstly, let's talk about what I've been up to. Some of you may know I worked on a couple of channel projects that, honestly, they performed well for their, tendencies. And naturally, that stuff zapped me out of my energy and I already had a planned vacation on the way. Which, in all honesty, was a long overdue vacation. And I was off of YouTube for a whole month. The funny thing is, even during my supposed break, I was still doing things for the channel. Like I was promoting the videos when they went up, when I scheduled them to go up, and I streamed a few times 3 weeks ago and a week ago as well, up to 3 times on this channel, mainly because I love streaming and also to keep the channel from, fully dying off, and because of my hiatus, I didn't want it to die off. We were doing so well before I left, I kind of wanted to keep that momentum, which is why I streamed more often. So even during my break, I was still pretty much active on the YouTube channel. And now 2 days ago, I uploaded a new video, a stop motion mixed with an unboxing video. From now on, however, stop motions will be integrated more into my videos to make my videos unique. That's mainly the reason. And I'm also going to be creating videos that are strictly stop motion. And I would like to talk about the video that I uploaded 3 days ago as of recording this video. I want to tell you guys, or talk about how long it actually took me to create that just a whole minute and I believe a minute and 30 seconds of footage of an entire stop motion. I want to talk about that real quick with you guys. So without further ado, what's going on, you beautiful people? I'm your host, Devoso Films, and welcome back to a brand new video. Stop motion, a hobby that requires a bunch of time and patience and your imagination, but also a lot of love. That's what it takes to make a stop motion video, in my opinion. So let's get into the behind the scenes of how it took me 6 days to animate an entire stop motion and why that's a huge win in my book. Now, as I have mentioned previously, as simple as stop motion looks, it's actually quite difficult to do. Now, I should be playing 2 clips of a running cycle of Captain America at full speed. It's gonna constantly be replaying. I'll tell you guys real quick why I'm doing that in a little bit. Now, quickly pause this video and comment below how long you guys think it took me to create those 2 clips alone. And then play the video again. Did you do it? Good. Because now I'm gonna tell you how long that actually took me to film. It took me 2 days. Now you must be asking yourself, why did it take that long to create a simple walking motion? Some of you may not know how stop motion is created, and I have been asked many times how it's created, and allow me to finally give you guys a small peek at how I make stop motions. I am now going to play the 2 clips in their original state. Yes, that's right, the ones you saw previously are not the originals, and as a matter of fact, they're completely edited. As you can tell, they're pretty long and take a long time to get the Captain America across the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, the first clip that I showed you consists of 24 photos of the figure being posed in a motion of running, all put together, and the original time is a total of 4 seconds. The sped up version is 1 second long. The second running clip consists of 34 photos of the figure doing a running motion in each picture. Total time, 34 seconds. That's 34 seconds of it being in the original state and not being edited at all. The sped up version is also 1 second long. All of that took approximately 2 days for me to get around to, because again, time management comes into play as well when it comes to creating stop motions. Not only that, but I also have to make sure every time I take a picture of the stop motion or the motion itself in each picture, I have to make sure that the lighting does not change during each picture and that I do not accidentally knock over the figure meanwhile me, changing the motion of the figure itself in each photo, because those minor mistakes can be huge major setbacks depending on the person that's doing it. Some people, when it comes to lighting, they'll let it slide. However, I think it's kind of ugly when it happens to my videos where the lighting changes, like it's kind of bright, then dark, then bright, then dark, each motion the figure does. You may notice that that's a common thing in my channel, and that's something that I try to not do, but sometimes I speed myself up, and I'm gonna talk about that later on in this video as well. So I put all of that attention for this single video that you guys saw, and not just for those 2 clips, and even more of the stop motion created scenes that I did, for 6 dedicated days, and I hope to put this level of attention again to more of my animations for the foreseeable future. How did I film all of this in 6 days? I honestly have no idea. I must be insane. Help me. But on a real note, it all comes down to time management. Finding chunks of time to dedicate yourself to sitting in one place and taking pictures of your figure doing the most simplest of tasks for quite literally several hours. And not only that, there will be times where you will have to scrap a scene that took hours to make solely because it either makes no sense to the plot or the overall theme to your video, or it just outright looks ugly, which I've had several times that happen to me. Or you also probably try to rush the clip to get it done on time, something that I am guilty of doing several times with my stop motion videos, which in good conscience I absolutely do not recommend you do that if you would love for your stop motion to come out in a beautiful condition. Don't ever rush your stop motions. That's something that requires so much time and patience. For you to rush it, it's definitely gonna show if you rushed it. So don't do it. I absolutely discourage that type of action. Now, in order for this stop motion to come out as good as it did to my standards, I decided to cut filming days into originally more days, but since I took my time with this specific film, thankfully, the entire video was done on time. If I was filming a clip and I was starting to feel tired, I finished what I was doing and stopped filming further in order for me to, film the next day at my strongest state, because when you're tired and you're doing a stop motion, you're prone to make more mistakes than you want to do. The same would go to my editing time, as well as your thumbnail work, and the results was a goofy yet simple and honestly good quality video in my opinion, which honestly is one of my better videos for the month of August. All of this work just to make a minute and 30 seconds of stop motion for one video. It can be stressful. It honestly can be. However, I enjoy this process of making videos because at least I know that I'm not being lazy and just sitting down and talking to the mic, kind of like how I'm doing now, which, by the way, if you do that, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, that's literally what I do or did for the majority of my channel. And yeah, I can get someone to edit my videos and do my thumbnails. However, I personally believe that you're not truly doing YouTube if you don't do the editing and the thumbnails on your own and truly learn how to do things as you go and enjoy the fruits of your labor. I've always been a one-man team, and it's always gonna stay that way until the day I stop uploading. And also because I love the hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you for forgiveness. I'm asking for forgiveness because if my upload schedule starts to become wonky, it's because I decided to take the route of creating stop motions more for this channel. If you would like to unsubscribe because you're not willing to wait, let's say 6 days max, I guess, for a stop motion video, because that's what I'm gonna start doing my videos based on a lot more during the lifetime of this channel. I completely understand and hope you find someone that can give you content constantly, although I will be working my tail off to produce good videos at a reasonable speed and time. To those that decide to stay and watch a new era of the channel rise, I thank you, and let's further this journey together, because it's not over yet. This has been Stivoso Films. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Much love and peace.